Alright, so we're checking out your turn-in for assignment 9. You said you were having a little bit of trouble with it. We'll just do a quick render here to see what it looks like right now. Okay, so it's quite bright on the front as you can see, but on the side and the back it's very, very dark. Now there's some funny things going on with this scene, and I will go ahead and go over those now. So if we come to Window, and our outliner. This will kind of give us an overview of everything that's in our scene. Alright, and what's important to notice here is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 directional lights happening, okay? So somewhere along the line, a lot of directional lights got created. And they're actually sitting right here, okay, inside. So we can't actually really see them very well. Here's your directional light that you were using that you had adjusted, okay? And there are 3 more sitting inside of the cube. Now, you might be thinking, well, okay, but if they're inside the cube, then they're not really hurting anything, right? Because they're, just lighting up the inside of some walls. That's not the case with directional lights. That's the case with most lights, but not directional. So directional lights, basically, they will light up your scene from anywhere. It does not matter where you place one of these. Okay, it could be, just a million miles away from this scene, or it could be, inside of stuff, underneath stuff, doesn't matter. The only thing that matters with directional lights, okay, is the rotation angle, right? So whenever you change the rotation angle, no matter where it's placed in the scene, no matter how much you scale it up, it's gonna look exactly the same like this as it would like this, alright? The only thing, again, that matters is rotation angle. That's the only thing that's going to change how this light affects your scene, okay? So with this particular light, we have 3 of them, alright, that are just sitting, just lighting up the scene, and they're all pointing basically at the front of your cube here. Okay, so again, when we rendered that, you might have noticed that the front was super bright, and the sides were really dark. That's because we've got these 3 lights that are blasting right into the front of the cube, alright? So we'll grab all of these directional lights. And this one right here, this directional light 4, this is the one that you actually set up for the scene, so we can leave that one. But these ones we don't want, alright? So we can just grab all 3 of those, and I'm going to hit the delete key. Alright, so those are out of there, and that takes care of one big problem. Alright, so let's render this again and see how it looks without all those lights. Okay, so it's not so blown out in the front here. Blown out just meaning super overlit, okay? But the sides are still really super dark, right? Now, another thing that I noticed about your lights here, and we'll kind of start with this. If we check out your directional light here, you can see this box, emit diffuse, is checked, alright? On your other lights, this little guy here, for example, not checked. And this one, also not checked, alright? So let's kind of see what happens. So, a really great tool for this, too, if your computer is pretty up to date, you can also turn on this little button right here, use all lights, and this allows you to actually see how the lighting is affecting your scene in kind of a preview, real-time sort of mode, okay? So I'm going to move this a little closer to see if I can affect this at all. Okay, so you can kind of see what's happening. You can see the shine there, but something weird is happening with the cube, right? It should be lighting up, but it's not, right? That actually has to do with this little emit diffuse button, so when we turn that back on, we'll be able to see this, okay? So we'll just render. So now you can see that nice soft glow that's happening right there, okay? And this light is turned way down, okay? So it's really not lighting things up very much at all. So, you know, when we moved it closer, that was great, but we also want to turn it up, okay? So we'll just adjust that however we want to adjust it, alright, to just kind of fill in some of those shadow areas. And the same thing with the back here. The spotlight also has emit diffuse turned off, so we want to turn that back on. And then we can adjust the spotlight to make our cube a little, shine a little more, alright? So we'll try that now. Okay, that was probably way too bright, as you can see. Top of the cube is exploding with light, and so is the side here. So we'll turn that down again. Alright, that's looking a little better, okay? And also, you know, this is really a key light too, so we may also want to turn that up just a little bit, just to really be able to see what's going on here, okay? And I think, you know, my spotlight's probably still a little too bright. I'm going to turn that down again some more. And it's just, you know, a matter of adjusting these lights and finding a good balance between them all, okay? So for that one, I'm also going to adjust the penumbra angle. Watch this line right here, okay? This is a line that's coming from our spotlight. We can soften that harsh edge up with the penumbra angle, alright? We'll render that again. You can see how much more soft that look has gotten now, okay? So just play around with these different types of lights. You know, unfortunately, cubes are a little difficult to light very effectively. You know, they tend to look just pretty stark, no matter how you light them, because they're very flat. You may also want to add some other little things in here to just kind of test different light setups and to see how the light is affecting things, just to get a sense of lighting and how it works. So maybe something like this. This is pretty blocky too, so I'm going to come in right here in my channel box layer editor, go to Polycone 1, and I'm going to add some subdivisions here. Let's do 15, maybe. Make this a pretty round object, you know, and you can just kind of play with that and see how different things light differently. Alright, and what happens when you move your lights around in the scene, how does it affect the scene? You know, how you can make these things really pop, okay? So that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Thanks for watching, and happy modeling.